today to say goodbye to Marco. It's kind of ironic that we're here because Marcos, as many of you know, speaking a lot this spring about really wanting to come back to Power Island. So I guess he got his wish. I think one of the reasons why he probably wanted to come back here was he had many great memories of friends, dancing, and one thing. So I think it's very appropriate that all his friends are here, to say goodbye. And it's not goodbye forever because I'm sure we all know we'll all see him in heaven. So
I love my brother so much. He was so wonderful, so dear to me, and we were so close, our entire lives, and I miss him terribly, and all of this that you all have done has been so really wonderful because I know he knew that his friends were a big part of his life, and or actually I think it was like most of his life, because I think when you're a gay man, it's sometimes hard, to have an extended family that comes from your parents and your and all that. It's your comfort level that is with your friends, and I thank you so much for being there for my brother, his entire life. I know a lot of you, because of what his conversations with me. We certainly in our family always accepted him. I think at the beginning my mom was a little, she didn't know how to handle, but otherwise it was never an issue, and we loved him for who he was. He was amazing. He was, sometimes he could be very hard-headed, very, but at the same time, at the same time, he was my dear brother, and he was amazing to me. I was his sister, and he would always make me feel so good. Always. And I'm gonna miss him terribly. I wish we had the opportunity to be together again, and living together again, in Miami like we were planning, and it's sad that we're not.
Together, not far from here, in 1995. And sex, religion, and politics are the three things that are inappropriate conversations. But those were his favorites. And for hours into the night, your brother could provoke you and make you stay there, and just for hours and hours. It was just brilliant.
For sure.
And I'm going to miss him dearly. Paris is burning no more.
Well, Nick, that was wonderful what you did. Thank you.
So, that's it.
Thank you.
Ordinarily frustrated because he was so incredibly bright, and it was one part of him that he disvalued, I think, a lot. But he came to some classes I had and just wowed everyone with his intellect. And then there was the other side of him. He was physically quite beautiful, and he looked at that as much more important, and I knew the other side maybe more. And I'll miss the discussions because, as you said, they were incredible.
Evocative, and it brought you to think.
Yeah.
And contemplate things.
You go to an ordinary movie, and his take on it was so different. Why does he have to go?
Yeah, totally. His view on everything was so different from my views, and it was so wonderful to see that, that view that came from like, wow, where did you get that from? It was quite amazing. I really enjoyed that part of hanging out with Marcos, and just like, and I'm going to say this again, the compliments. He made me feel great too. Like in many ways. Like always complimenting me, and I love that. And I did the same for him. And Julio brought up an amazing point. He never knew how much we loved him, which is so sad. How could we not know? And we pour, and we know we all have poured so much love into him, and he never saw that passion. Which I just found out about that later when he was teaching, his classes in Miami. How he was like, oh my God, I have 6 amazing students. They're like, and he really took love into it, and he would prepare for it. And I'm like, but I have, and he understood how they learned, and he had prepared 6 different subjects and how to handle each student, because he understood their learning capabilities.
Right.
So it was like, Marcos, you're preparing a whole day. There's only 6 students. But he goes, yeah, but I have 3 different scenarios that I'm dealing with in the way these people are learning. And it was amazing to see that.
And I know that the students really appreciate it. And one of the things that I heard was the principal,
Yes.
these Palestro schools, just saying the comments that he gave us. He's just so loved by his students.
Yes.
Knew him for a long time. And one day I met him in South Beach when I was in Spurgeon in a very quick encounter, and I loved him. And then one day I'm walking 8th Avenue and he's working for Nick. I flipped, that we had people in common, and he was love at first sight, and I'm gonna miss him very much. But one thing I don't regret is that I had the opportunity to tell him I love him, and just looking forward to die.
And I know he loved you very much too, because he was there for you. He showed it in many ways.
At Starbucks there in West Hollywood, and apparently he'd come in for a couple of weeks and I never noticed him until finally he started to flirt with me, and from that point on we developed an amazing relationship. 6 years. Marcos has always been there for me. He's been my biggest support, and sorry, I will miss him dearly. He was an amazing individual. He's helped me in so many ways to develop who I am as a person, and I'll miss him. Rest in peace.
His spirit is going to live with us forever, because I will forever